let's start with Tom and Erika, because there's a lot of stuff that's happened since we've last chatted. So let's start with the fact that Tom Girardi has been forced into bankruptcy. He's had to file Chapter 7 right after his brother, Robert Girardi, ended up becoming his conservator, like Britney Spears. And I don't think anybody's really fighting to say hashtag free Tom. Like at this point, everybody's like hashtag lock him up, clink, bitch. So his brother is claiming that he couldn't fully comprehend the nature of the proceedings. Therefore, he needs to be under conservatorship because his brother he's claiming he's not all there. But I'm just like, well, what does that mean? You don't fully comprehend the nature of the proceedings. That probably just means he's in denial. That's really what that sounds like when you put it in that sort of wording. It's like, duh, of course he doesn't want to comprehend it because he's gotten away with it for so long that he can't comprehend that he's finally gotten caught. Again, in the words of Kim D, clink, bitch. It's just like, what did you expect? You've been shady for so many years, allegedly. So like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you really think that you were not going to get caught? Did you think that you were just going to be able to get away with all of this for so long? Because like, surprise, here we are, Tom Girardi. You about to lose your job. What? Your job. Which brings me to Ronald Richards on the Twitter. And Ronald Richards says that Tom Girardi has yet to lose his job. Apparently, Tom still has a license to practice law. So I'm just like, WTF is going on here? No wonder he was able to get away with this for so long because as of right now, he can technically still claim a retainer and like take on clients. I mean, he doesn't really have a law firm anymore because Girardi Keys is kind of like circling the drain at this point. But like, his license is still active. Not that he's practicing, but he could if he wanted to. And so the fact that I don't know what the proceedings are to have a lawyer disbarred, I assume it's a very long process, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like, I feel like his license should have been inactive a long time ago. But so Ronald Richards had a lot more to say. There was also apparently a burglary after Tom Girardi. So according to Law 360, they reported that somebody broke into Tom and Erika's home in Pasadena, their very expensive little mansion out in Pasadena, California. Somebody apparently burglarized it, which Ronald Richards, which if you're not following him on Twitter, I highly recommend. He's like, BS, that's not the case. This is another delaying tactic by saying that, just like Tom, when they said that Tom was incompetent, he had pretend amnesia all of a sudden. He's saying that this is just another tactic because it's like, whoa, what a coinkydink. You happen to get evicted from your home. You have to file for bankruptcy. You now have a conservator. You have a trustee that has to liquidate all of your assets and start to break everything up to pay off all of these people that you've been doing some alleged shady dealings with for so long. And like, now all of a sudden somebody happens to break into your house and we don't know what the value of what they stolen actually was. Like apparently that's still TBD, up in the air. We don't know what they stole exactly. We don't know the full value of what they stole exactly. I mean, it was like, Erika Jayne hired a hitman and she's like, go steal my rings because I'm not giving them up. That's obviously not true. I can't say that that's true, but that would be really funny if that were the case and Erika Jayne was behind it. So there are a lot of different theories as to like what actually happened here. Was it a random hit, which we know happens with a lot of, I mean, mostly it's not Pasadena homes that really get hit though. It's more of like the Beverly Hills homes and like the celebrity homes that are getting hit. And not too many celebrities are living in Pasadena, TBH. Pasadena is like a lot of just old money. Gorgeous, big, beautiful estates and homes. Not really too many celebs living out there. I'm actually not sure why, or it's more of like older celebs, like not like talent celebs, but more of like I would assume like producers and directors and like wealthy men that are a lot older that are like, let's go to Pasadena and settle down, which makes sense why Tom Girardi was living in Pasadena. But so yeah, home got broken into, don't know what was stolen, don't know what value. Again, what a coinkydink. Wink, wink. Ronald also claims that since Erika is currently the only one making money, that it's very likely that in the divorce, she may end up actually paying Tom spousal support because she's the only spouse with an actual income. So it looks like that like turned on her real quickly. That did a real quick 360 and not in the way she likes Scooter Braun to do a real quick 360 on her. Apparently, since she's the only one that's actually technically working right now. I mean, but divorce is like so far down the line. This is not something that's actually going to happen within, I would predict, the next 2 years, because they have to settle all the bankruptcy stuff first. They have to divide all of the assets. Like, all of that stuff needs to happen before we can even talk divorce. But he's speculating that that's probably a very real thing that could happen very soon into the divorce, or in the divorce settlement. Now, there is one Real Housewife of Beverly Hills member that is coming to her defense, and that is Dorit Kemsley. And I love Dorit. I love me some Dorit. I raved about her last season. I've raved about her since the very beginning. I think Dorit can do no wrong in my eyes. I love me some Dorit Kemsley. But so Dorit responded. She's like, clap back at Ronald Richards, and she came to his defense and is accusing him of bullying Erika at this point by saying that Erika is innocent until proven guilty, and at this point he's really just being a Twitter troll, and he's quote unquote bullying Erika. And I get what she's saying. Like, Tom Girardi, like, this looks really bad for Tom. I've always kind of been on the side of caution with Erika, because I'm like, and I've always said this, I think she turned the other cheek. I think she knew her husband was shady, but she's like, let me keep my head in the sand. Let me make sure my glam is paid for. I don't want to know. You do you. I'm just going to stay over here and mind my business. And whether you're shady, whether you're ripping people off, I don't want to know. Because it's like, at the end of the day, I think you have instincts. Whether you choose to listen to them or not is a different story. But I just think she knew something was up. I don't think she knew to the extent, or maybe she did know to the extent, but she just thought her husband was so powerful, or he assured her that he was so powerful, that there wasn't a need to actually keep anything in check, because he thought he was going to continue to make it through, which he did for so long. He got away with so much of this crap for so many years, that it's like, for decades at this point, that it's like, yeah, of course he didn't think he was actually going to get caught. Yeah, no wonder why he needed a conservator to come in to get him to grasp the reality, because he could not comprehend the nature of the proceedings. Yeah, homie, you're going down. You're going down like Jeffrey Epstein went down. Well, maybe not like that, because nobody wants to go down like that. Nobody wants to get like fake murdered in prison, allegedly.